Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Jalen Saunders. I'm a sophomore biology major from Queens, New York, here at Howard University. And this year I serve as Mr. College of Arts and Sciences for the 2016 school year. So this series, I'm starting a series called How to Dress Like a Howard Man, and it's basically to educate and just to give some tips to my fellow brothers and students here at Howard University, just to how to look like a Howard man and uphold, we're always known, you go to different schools, different HBCUs, they always know that you'll always find a black man in a suit here at Howard University. And this series is just to give some tips, little tips here and there, like how to tie a tie, how to, the appropriate colors for business attire, not necessarily you got to wear the black and white all the time, how to match it up, how to wear it, how to fit a tie knot to the tie collar. Just a lot of different little tips that a lot of people don't know about to navigate from the superficial and the ordinary. So today I'll be starting with how to tie a tie. Just a very simple bare minimum. Again, the name of this series is How to Dress Like a Howard Man. So by the end of this series, you'll have all the tips necessary and all the advice you need to uphold the Howard Man standard, all right? So let's get started. So of course you have to button up your collar. Some people have different techniques, but I button up my collar first. And please, just while I see it, make sure that this button is always buttoned on the shirt. Don't have it you out here under your suit and you have this open. Never do that. So have this always closed. All right. And before I tie it, actually, this is very important. You'll always see that, you see those people and they have little collars like this, but their tie is all the way out here. You don't want to do that. So to avoid that, if you like wide knot collars, wide knot tie knots, which are called, what's the name for those ties? Windsor knot. If you like Windsor knot, you want to get the more widespread. You don't want to have the spreads that are like this. So this is a fairly wide spread. So I'll be able to, I have more lay room with that. So you take the tie and you put the skinny side on the right hand side of your chest. Okay? And usually the end of the skinny side comes to about your nipple, your chest nipple. And then you take this right here, put it under. We're still talking about, and everything is relative to the skinny side, all right? So you take the skinny side, that's here, you put it under the big side, okay? And then if you look clearly, there's, on every tie, there's a little line. And what that line does is tell you that this is the point where the skinny part and the big part should meet, okay? So you can see this line here, and you take the skinny part, and the center of that skinny part meets that diagonal line on the tie, okay? So that's your guideline. And now after you do that, the skinny part stays on your chest or on the bottom. Now you take the big part, this part here, take that under and through. Okay? So again, you take that big part that was once out and under and through. Okay? Now once you have this little crisscross applesauce going on here. You take this, the big part again, the skinny part is still laying here and going nowhere. Take the big part and you go through the back here. Now you have another crisscross. Now you take the big part and you go through the middle from on top. And what you do here to form a firm knot, so it doesn't move and you don't have to keep on tightening it when you're wearing, uh, you start to pull here to make it very tight. And as you start to make it tight, you'll see that the knot is getting tighter and tighter. So afterwards, let me back up here. You take the back part, you go over for the face of your knot and behind. Okay? So now you'll see you have your knot so far. And of course, once we put it through, you'll be able to fix it, but you have your knot. And now what you do is you take the back part and go over here. And now the last part, and it's pretty much common sense, take the big part and you see you have your knot. See how it's looking much better there? You have your knot, and what you do is this part here, the lip of the knot, you put the bottom of the tie through the lip. And what you'll start to do is as you pull, you'll start to form your knot. Now, me personally, I like a knot that goes, and this is the Windsor knot, a smaller Windsor knot, but some people like it flat like this. I don't. I like mine's a little, where you have a little pointage to it. So now you keep this. What I do is I keep my fingers here because it makes it a little bit more sleek, and you could be professional and, you know, chic at the same time. So you take that, and then now as you hold that, the skinny part of the tie, which is behind the big part, you pull to bring up to your neck. And these are the fundamental things that all of us probably learned when we were 12 years old. Our father or our grandfather probably taught us these things. This is the fundamental Windsor knot tie. And you can wear this in any attire. You can wear this in professional, you're going for an interview, you're going to an event, a wedding, okay? So finally you have your knot, and what you do here is you pull down your collar, and you keep on playing around with your knot until it looks like what you want it to look like. So now I have my knot, I have it tied, and the last tip that I want to give is it's very important that, I'm going to turn around here while I speak, but it's very important that the tie is not seen beyond the crease of the collar. Make sure that no tie, it shouldn't look like this, shouldn't look like that. Make sure the crease is fully folded, and you go around in the circumference and you make sure that it's fully creased so that the tie is not seen. Okay? And once again, this is how your tie will look. And the last point, I promise, is you must always have a tie clip. Always. And usually the tie clip goes to about here. Okay? Some people like it down here, but to me that's a little bit too low. That's a little bit too low. I usually wear my tie clips to about here. And the way I reference it is, and first, make sure the tie clip is not, because if you put the tie clip just on your tie, it serves no purpose. The tie clip will keep moving, and the shape, there will be no structure to it. So the tie clip must go behind, the back of the tie clip must go behind the shirt. See right there? And the way I know where my stop point is, as far as length, is I stop at the, let's count, but I stop at this 1, 2, 3, the third button down. So when I put my tie clip on, take the tie clip, put it behind the shirt, and right above the third clip. So here, a simple tie knot, a simple tie clip, makes you look totally different, takes you away from the average. Let's just put a jacket on and get some substance here. And watch how it pops. Pull out your shirt to get out that extra material. Button the first button. And there you go. There you have your tie. So I hope you guys have all your answers, your questions answered. And I hope this was very helpful. Again, I'll be posting every Monday at 6 p.m. To add to this series, How to Dress Like a Howard Man. Thank you.